Welcome to the Embrace the Face podcast, where we celebrate all things weird and wonderful. I'm Allie Anderson, your host, here to bring you high vibe content and interviews for your highest good in self-healing and ascension. May these episodes bring you all you need in each now, and I thank you for listening, as always. Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to another episode of Embrace the Face. I have none other than Mr. Kevin Anderson here with me. I didn't really know how to introduce you.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, we're gonna try this again. Charlie is home. She doesn't need to run home from work. Last time we were cut short. She's running off. I don't even have my phone down here.
Oh, excellent. I do, but I only have it for notes.
I don't have my phone.
Essentially, I was gearing up to record an episode on sensuality and sexuality. And just to give people a little background on what it is I do, how I help people in that way, besides all the other quantum, metaphysical, ancient, and somatic healing ways. And they all intercede into one way of healing and helping you along your ascension journey. But one of my favorite topics to discuss is sexuality and sensuality. And why is that? Because most people probably have thoughts about Kevin and I, most people who know us, or have asked questions. But Kevin and I are ethically an open book. Yeah, ethically non-monogamous, polyamorous, whatever, like verb or adjective,
whatever 2026 expression is.
Yeah, and was on during season 1. And now it is, I don't really have seasons. I just have numbers. So technically, I guess it would be season 5. So welcome, Kevin, to season 5.
Numero 5.
It was just Cinco de Mayo.
It was,
5-5.
yeah.
So, which we talked about transformation and change. And that's a huge, significant part of evolution of thy soul and healing and ascension. So I really do have notes. So I do want to talk about.
For this.
I am so prepared for this. Like, usually I channel everything, but I wanted to be prepared. So if I
interject, is that going to interrupt your flow, like your program?
No, but while I talk about this stuff, do you want to address the dog?
Well, no, I want to talk about something else for a quick second, because we're on the podcast. Okay. I'd like to talk about the way we prepared, the way we each prepared, and the juxtaposition of how we both prepared. You, clearly the professional, you guys can't see it. It just went black. There it is. Her phone has like bullet point notes that I know she didn't use ChatGPT for. Right?
This is actually literally ChatGPT.
I know she used ChatGPT for.
I never used ChatGPT. I swear. That's why he's probably shocked, because he knows that I never use ChatGPT. But I want to make sure that I get this episode right. I always channel it in my head, but I'm not going to sit here and like go verbatim. But it's just so that I have notes, because I didn't handwrite them. So,
and then there's me, and I prepared by making sure the beers were available.
Yeah.
For this podcast, because you're gonna, this is gonna be. Well, we don't know. Let's get into it.
Of course, when I say, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna do an episode on sexuality and sensuality," he was like, "Oh, I'm all for it." So here he is. And why? Because I don't know. I guess he's not shy. We are very private. We are very, very private. Yet at the same time, don't give a fuck and are just open about who we are. And
we're only here once.
Yeah, or multiple lifetimes, or is it parallel?
We're only here once.
Yeah, we're only in this physical body once.
Hold up. Here it is. It's risque, right?
Risque.
It's risque, right? And we're gonna be judged. I'm gonna be judged for saying this. I do things that give me pleasure.
Ooh, and what is pleasure?
It could be a cruise. It could be a trip.
Yes,
it could be a new tracksuit.
That is so important. You know what's crazy? I had a podcast episode about
it's a beer.
Talking about this, that pleasure can be so many different things. Mm-hmm. And sensuality, the word pleasure, everyone thinks it's taboo. However, the word sensuality also, fun fact, is not what you think it is. Everyone thinks to be sensual means to be a sexual human, to be promiscuous. Yet sensual really is just to be in tune with your physical senses, to be watching the sunset or listening to the music in a conscious presence manner on that cruise.
Point of order.
Right? That's being sensual. You're in the moment.
I want to pause your thought right there.
Point of order? Are we in court?
Well, because
how often are you in court that
I want to stop you right there.
You use that phrase. Okay.
I want to stop you right there because you talk about the confusion between sensual and sexual.
Yes.
And you mentioned watching that sunset on a cruise. Like, so are you saying that I'm already wired to just want to bang you on the balcony while you're watching that sunset on the cruise?
Sensuality, which is what are you feeling, or what are you hearing, or what are you tasting? Okay. What are you seeing? What are you smelling?
Yeah.
So yeah, when you're watching the sunset and you're banging the shit out of somebody from behind, not only is that a pleasurable, arousable, sensual, and sexual experience, yet it's also, ancient history does teach us that sunset is an opportune time for healing. And what is sex? Sex is energy. It's an energy exchange. It's a powerful energy exchange. And if you study it and you really understand the workings of the chakras and the kundalini energy, which stems, it's that like vital life force energy, the prana, your pranic force, your life force energy that stems from the base of the spine and it moves up through the crown chakra, the sahasrara chakra, where then you're awakened and enlightened essentially. And that energy during a sexual experience or during a meditative experience, such as an arousable experience as watching the sunset, yes, is considered all of the above.
So you're saying I could have an arousal experience, like, I don't know, watching a large hydraulic knuckle boom crane extend for
exactly.
I mean, it's a different kind of arousal. It's not sexual arousal. It's like mechanical arousal.
It's totally okay.
So towing arousal. I mean, lifting, shackling, rigging. Rigging arousal. Like, what do you call it? Logistics. I get aroused by logistics.
Sensuality really is all about just being in that conscious present moment and being self-aware of the fact that you're self-aware of that very now, that you're taking in the colors of the sunset, that you're taking in the sounds that are around you. So there's this evidence-based grounding technique, and you're supposed to tap into, to like really ground yourself. You're supposed to pick 5 things that you can hear, pick 5 things that you can see, pick 5 things that you can feel, like in that moment. Like besides just, visualizing, sending the roots into the ground and all the layers and dimensions of Mother Earth and all that. Like there are ways, more tangible ways and more sensory oriented ways to actually tap into that energy.
Gotcha. All right.
So yeah, so sex,
spicy podcast.
So sex is an energy exchange, and what happens is that you are connecting one-on-one.
Apparently.
Yeah. So apparently, or more than one. I guess it depends on whatever your fancy is. People think sexuality is physical. It's actually energetic first.
And that could explain a lot. There's actually, I picked up on this, that the New York Post had an article, because I love the New York Post. They had an article.
Yeah, you watch the New York Post every morning. You read it.
Of course I read it.
When I roll
it's
over,
my favorite newspaper.
There's Kevin Herkle-Durkling in bed.
All right, so
Kevin loves to use the term Herkle-Durkling. Can you explain what the term Herkle-Durkling is?
Oh, everybody knows it. Z100 told me. Elvis Duran in the Morning Zoo told me. Last year, 2 years ago.
Oh, last year.
It's that time you spend in bed. You wake up and you really don't want to get out of bed, and you just want to be comfortable like that. You're just
doing
nothing at all. I'm awake because I've slept enough.
So, but then my brain is like, okay, but you're waking up and you're immediately staring at your phone, and that's like emotional reactivity.
So, but back in the day, you'd get up and you'd be forced to go outside and get the newspaper, and then I'd sit in bed and read the newspaper.
Yeah, but it's a screen. It's technology. It's the EMFs.
I didn't have to get up.
All the frequencies, the light, the terrible light.
You know, as terrible as I am with the phone, right? Mm-hmm. I am not on a screen all day because I can talk.
You're not on a screen. You're not looking at the screen because it's glued to your ear.
No, I'm not looking at it. My eyes are being affected by it.
So the brain, the frequencies are literally just embedded into your ear, your brain. Maybe not through your eyeballs, but it goes through your
I thought we were talking
ear.
about screens and eyes.
Yeah.
Now we're talking about my ears and my brain?
But you're talking about the frequencies. Your eyes may not be getting fucked up from the screens, but you're still hearing, and you're still getting upset and all pissed off on certain phone calls and like running around.
I wish it was 1995. I wish we had no cell phones. I wish you had to look me up in the phone book and look at my ad, and I'd be AAA, automotive repair, because that would get me listed first in the phone book under automotive repair if my business was called AAA.
Remember when everyone was like, oh, Allie, you became a professional before you got married, so you should hyphenate your last name. And I was like, no, because then I'd be AAA, and you worked for AAA at the time. And I was like, no way, I'm not doing that. Sorry. Okay, so you know what I just thought of? Going back
sexual?
To the actual,
Sex, yeah.
So
Sexuality.
I became very what did you say? Sex what?
Sex.
Loudly? Is that what you just said?
Sexuality.
Oh, sexuality. Okay. So I became very self-aware at one point that my knee was touching your thigh. And, like, I could feel the energy exchange.
Oh, really?
And I love it. And it gave me a memory. And this is what I often tell people, clients, or just people in general, like when I'm doing readings. It comes up a lot in, like, the psychic readings because everyone's always asking about their love life. But I just got a memory, too, when you were driving me home in your parents' white Suburban.
I have a great love life. Nobody's done it this good. We're doing good things over here. Everybody wants to make a deal. We're going to make deals. Everything's good. It's a great love life. It's great. It's really great. Allie, do you want to add anything before I wrap this up? You're doing great. It's great. It's a great thing.
I don't even know how to respond to that.
Just keep going. Just go back to where we were. I'm sorry. I saw an opportunity.
I can't remember. Oh, okay. So I got a flashback to...
Oh, yeah.
Great. So... Okay, I got a flashback to when you were driving me home. You were
white Suburban, my parents' white Suburban.
The white Suburban.
Oh, we had a picture of that. We found a picture of that. We used to
bang in the back of that truck all
the
time.
Did.
In parking lots.
We did.
Everywhere. Yeah. We used to get food and...
I'm not worried. My parents are not going to listen to this podcast at all. I know for a fact.
Multiple locations.
My parents
and caught multiple times as well.
In the Suburban? No, I remember getting caught in the limo.
In the limo. Yes. So Kevin picked me up for my first date. In a limo.
Cadillac limousine.
And I said, oh, this is so nice of you. He had drivers. They were like two of his friends. And my parents were like, oh, what a nice guy.
Can you believe that they let me take her out?
He was wearing a suit.
Fucking 18 years old. I have a limo picking her up.
We definitely fucked that night.
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't. Mm-mm. We didn't. And I remember just looking at you and feeling like this sexual, energetic connection, like feeling it in my clit. Ooh. And I remember, like, and you were smoking a cigarette.
A long time
and
ago.
You were, you were smoking a cigarette, and it was summer, so I think the windows were down. And I just remember,
didn't have air conditioning.
No, your parents' Suburban.
Oh, my parents' Suburban. Now we're back in the Suburban. That had functioning air conditioning.
But no, I remember that energetic connection and that feeling, and that has never gone away ever. And we have been separated, signed our divorce papers, and back together. So for how long? 13 years.
Back together for longer than we were together.
13 years, yeah.
That's the truth. Right?
But my point is that in readings it comes up a lot, and in clients and just talking with people, that go back to that, like, what connected you in the first place?
Oh,
like,
I like
there
that.
was that feeling.
Yeah.
There was that initial, like, your knee could hit their leg, and like, ooh.
Or just in general, like, I looked at you and said, oh, she's cute. I can hang out with her, maybe.
Yeah. So what happened?
There was something, like, I didn't look at you and say, oh, permission to speak frank?
Yeah.
Like, oh, she looks like a bitch. I'm not going to talk to her. You know, because I'm sure
because I have RBF.
Like, no, just in general. RBF. Like, you go into Walmart and Target, you're like, don't talk to me. I don't want to talk to you. Hope you don't open your mouth. Don't even say hello to me. Like, leave me alone. I don't like you. You don't look good. There's something wrong. I mean, just delete this. I'm on a tangent. on tangent, but I looked at you. Tangents. No, but I looked at you and I was like, yeah, she's cute. A long time ago. My old lady's like 40.
I'm not old. 40 yet.
Yeah, you might as well.
I'm not even 39 and a half.
Oh. Well, now we know you act like a 6-year-old. I'm 39 and a half.
Okay, I have 3 children.
I actually thought for a second. You made me think for a second.
Yeah.
I'm like, Charlie, Kevin, who else? Then I got it. She's making fun of me.
So that's another whole thing, right? Like religious programming has taught us. So what happens over the years? You have that initial spark, and then what happens? The externals get to you, the stressors of life, all the things pile up, and it builds up this shield.
Why can't you just say you get bored? Like, why aren't you allowed to get bored?
Of course you get bored. Of course, right? And there's nothing wrong with. There's nothing wrong with I
in the least bit.
Likewise. I feel like there's nothing, and this is talked about a lot in like somatics and tantra. Like, there's nothing wrong with having desire.
Absolutely. Desire is good. It's healthy. So we live in a world, right? And we live in a world that as we get more modern, it gets faster and faster and faster, and communication becomes stronger and more widespread and more direct. And, it's amazing how many people you can touch with just a click, a post, etc. So the reason I bring this up is that, like, so once there was vanilla and chocolate ice cream, then they had a strawberry, right? But now, I mean, you got Rocky Road, you got pistachio, you got cherry mint. I mean, you got fucking fish food, dazed and confused. I mean, there's a million flavors of ice cream now, right? And sometimes you want to try a different flavor of ice cream because, why not? You're living. Like, I mean, I'm going to take pleasure where I can, and I am going to enjoy this ride around the sun as many times as I possibly can. Let's talk about stress. Come on. Let's talk about stress and sexuality.
Okay.
Right? You want to talk about that for a couple of minutes?
Yeah. Not to sell myself, but to sell myself, not my body, since we're talking about sexuality. I love this episode. Polyamory, non-monogamy situations have been going on since the beginning of time in ancient Greece. It was normal. And it was normal for men to be...
What are you talking about, ancient times? Allie, you know how many men and women are out there cheating on their spouses every day in our lives in Nassau County, Queens County, Suffolk County? There are thousands a day. There are wives out there cheating on their husbands, husbands out there cheating on their wives. Like, it's serial non-monogamy. Right?
Well, yeah, in a
when they're married, you're out there just cheating,
deceitful way. So that's where then I chime in, and I'm like, that's the frequency, the energetic frequency of living in shame, which is the lowest energetic frequency on the Hawkins scale, the Hertz energetic scale. We don't live in shame. No. I mean, I remember.
What have I done?
I remember.
Come and judge me. Let he who lives in the glass house cast the first stone.
That was good.
Like, if you're free, also I'm Catholic, so I just go to confession. I'm good. I go every Monday. I get cleared out, and I'm good for another week.
When was the last time you went to confession?
That's between me and Jesus. Okay, I have to go back to confession now.
It's a whole nother episode that you can listen to about my experiences with the church, and that's the subconscious religious programming that brings us shame to be open about who we are.
Yeah, I mean, how can an organization that has literally stood up and said, please give us money to help pay our child sex abuse?
Yeah, that was recently within our diocese.
That's world news. So how are they supposed to tell me, hey,
that's the moral compass.
We're out there touching little kids, but
desire of the good and evil. I mean, it's a very touchy subject, but it is true. Like, don't let your religious programming, a man-made construct based on the Bible, which was written after Jesus died, based on the word of mouth by men, then taken by other men, had it dissected, removed, had words replaced, and then published it, and then, redid it a million times, made some books forbidden, and others became so taboo that they became suddenly mysteriously disappeared. So it's so hard to know what the truth is.
Play truth or dare.
Okay, truth or dare.
Dare.
I dare you to talk about the weirdest sexual experience you've ever had.
The weirdest sexual experience I've ever had. So I banged an ex-convict 3 days after she got home from prison, and on a stairwell at a tenement house in Albany. And she was in for murder or attempted murder. I don't really know. Yeah. Hashtag Albany.
How old were you?
Oh, this is where it gets. Oh, wow. Yeah, I was in college. So I was like 21, 22, 20. I was driving a yellow F-250. That's all I remember.
That truck.
The yellow, my screaming yellow F-250, my diesel 7.3.
Yeah,
it's a great truck.
I remember that.
Great.
Truck.
Traded it for a Mustang.
Yeah.
Traded it for a Mustang, for a 91 Fox body Mustang with a whale tail and a Savani hood.
That's sensual. That's a sensual experience right there.
Trading a pickup for a Mustang? No, it was not. It was sexual. I got fucked.
A Mustang.
I got fucked. I traded that amazing diesel pickup away for this piece of shit Mustang. No, and I just gave the Mustang.
I'm saying how the Mustang, when you like feel the engine.
Oh man, that had a motor in it though. That did have a motor in it. That car ripped. Like,
that's a
that car ripped.
Experience.
That car ripped.
Smelling the leather.
There was no leather. That was cloth.
Smelling the dirty.
That was the Mustang that we had terrible sex in. We had terrible sex in that Mustang.
The same Mustang?
That blue Mustang I had, yeah. That was the blue Fox body.
Mustang? That was pre-kids?
Pre-kids? It was in college. I got rid of that. I was not even a senior in college. We were in college. You were at Farmingdale. I was in Albany.
That was in the
it was the Pep Boys parking lot.
High School, yeah.
Pep Boys parking lot. Yes, you remember that. And that's when that's when I decided. Yeah, it's the former. Yeah, that's when I decided sex in a Mustang was terrible.
And our parents have established that at some point we were definitely at Nunley's at the same time.
Probably. When we were like, or on the Nautical Mile at the Ranger having a burger.
No, because my mom hated that.
Yeah, but previously it might have been before then. Remember, you were the oldest kid.
Yeah, this is true.
Could have been. Well, the only place on the Nautical Mile I ever went was the Ranger. My parents would go nowhere else but the Ranger.
Oh, really?
For all those years, yeah. Yeah. Until then, in the partying days. But then already we were together by the partying days. Like you were.
Yeah, banging and attempting to bang in a Fox body Mustang.
In the Pep Boys parking lot.
It was really difficult. And ever since then, maybe that's why I don't like that body style. I'll just get another one. I'll just get another one.
We don't have a Fox body in our hold on, you ready for this? We don't have a Fox body in our stable right now because we have a fucking stable of Mustangs.
Of horses and ponies.
We have a stable of fucking Mustangs.
We have a stable of ponies.
You ever want to think your life is terrible? Just walk out to your driveway, see 3 fucking Mustangs sitting there. Like, yeah, life is so terrible, right?
Gratitude.
Life is so terrible.
Let me clarify something too. When you are not whole within, when you do not feel self-worth within, this lifestyle can get very shitty because you value material items and you're not actually grateful for them, nor are you grateful for just like your living, breathing ability in that moment, in that now. So being open to practicing gratitude is definitely highly recommended. And you can write it down. You can jot down 3 to 5 things a day, each and every morning that you are grateful for. You can say it out loud.
All right. I have a question for you. Have you ever faked an orgasm while playing with yourself?
While playing with myself? No.
Nice.
That's such a simple question.
That scene in Billy Madison. Was it Billy Madison? No, it was Old School when Will Ferrell answers the question. That response was perfect. James Carville says that response was perfect. Yeah.
Wait, which movie? Billy Madison?
No, Old School when Will Ferrell. I believe that a complex redetermination of
is that the one where they're like Bed Bath and Beyond? There's
not
enough time. Yeah. Okay, you're my boy, Blue.
Yeah, and then at the end he's like, "No, I got this on the debate." Yeah, but James Carville.
Oh yeah.
Was rejected.
I don't remember that part.
Do you want to bring it up on my phone? I'll get you
that movie. Okay, let's talk about that movie. That is little boy energy right there. That is like
old school?
Wounded. Yeah, so let's talk about that energy.
I'm not even in the picture anymore. I started hanging out over there.
Welcome. Sorry. The aspect of like just constantly searching for something when it's right in front of you.
Searching for what? Who was searching for what?
Like people searching for desire because they're not happy, they're not fulfilled within.
It's an interesting movie.
And that's the cheating aspect. When you're not fulfilled within, you look for it externally. So then
you're talking about the opening scene
movie,
where
just in general. Oh yeah,
he gets home and his wife's getting gangbanged.
Yes. Yeah. So that's you're not being open with your partner. But I'm talking about
if you're getting gangbanged and your partner doesn't know, you're not being open. I mean, you're being open.
And that means two things. Or
but you're not. No, just one. Or at least two things. Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
There's a lot of holes. So, okay. So let's talk about
sex.
Let's talk about embarrassing sex moments. One time I was making out with a girl and she had a Freudian slip and she was like, I'm so bored. But then we both hysterically laughed because she was like, oh, fuck, I didn't mean to say that. And you could definitely tell that in the moment that was not the case. But it was a funny moment in that now. And it still is a funny moment. Although I guess if I was a wounded individual, at first I was like, what the fuck? And then we laughed. But yeah.
I could spend the night talking about embarrassing sex moments.
Really?
Absolutely. The number one thing to remember, hold on, and I say this all the time, is you can't have good sex unless you have bad sex.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you need to have bad sex in order to have good sex. You need to have sex that's just not, like, ideal. Like,
you know what you don't do anymore that you used to ask me all the time? You used to ask me to rate it after.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe, I mean, either I suck all the time now or I got too confident in myself.
Maybe you're just too tired. I think now
I am fucking tired. There's a lot of white hair. Look at all this blonde in here, though. And there we got some blonde hair.
You look good.
Thanks, baby. I love you.
No, you do look good. You always like complain about your gray hair, but I think it's
so much of it.
I think that women think
I fucking earned it. I earned it. I earned it.
I don't know.
I'm a worker. I earned it. You know, I go to work
stress.
every day.
A lot of people think that's stress.
How do you relieve stress? I know how I relieve stress.
Yeah, we all know how you relieve stress. Yeah. Everyone at the shop knows how Kevin relieves stress. Literally, Bill, who's like 84 years old, you called me out to like, you were like, come out by the flatbed. And Bill was like, he's going to bang you if you go out there. I was like, yeah, he would if enough people weren't around. You also often ask me if you have a problem, and I don't think that you have a problem. And I know that you ask me in like a joking manner, like, do I have a problem? Like, no, I don't think that you have a problem. I think that you're a human being with like a healthy sexual appetite. I think that you're a very grounded individual. I think that you're very honest and to the point, and you don't waste time like some people do, or energy. And I've seen how you are with other women, and I've seen just like you're a good man, Kevin, and you're a great lover, and you're a wonderful lover, and you know how to read energy. Like, you know how to read the body. Now, when we were banging in parking lots as teenagers,
I sucked.
Oh my God. Even when we like around the time that we had kids, like compared to now, like, oh my God, like the sex is like
oh my God, right?
Now. And not even,
can I
we
say
always
something?
had women involved. Like there were
women
involved when we had a shitty sex life.
Can I say something?
Like, I don't mean to say it like that.
Can I say something?
But I mean, I think we can both agree.
Like, you were terrible also. And where?
I was fat. I had 2 kids. I worked the mid shift.
That is not what I was referring to.
I had postpartum depression, anxiety. I was a drunk, and I hated you half the time.
It's not what I'm talking about.
What are you talking
about? Like, even before that. Like when things were, when we were first together, you know, like even originally, like sex was terrible. You're bad at sex. It takes years to get good at sex.
Oh, like in general.
Like, yeah, you just
no. I think that some people are like naturally good at it.
You had a flashback of a good sex memory with you, though.
Oh, just now.
Yep. Well, earlier today, actually.
Oh, do tell.
Mm-hmm. Actually, mutual acquaintance of ours. A business customer that we both know.
Not sexual.
No. Okay, I'm sorry. we're not going to name him because of the nature of this, Anyway, so this guy was telling me that his daughter was had a bad experience in college, because of a dorm roommate situation, and it triggered the flashback memory of when me and my college roommates came down to Tampa for spring break, and I was like, "Fuck this! We're getting 2 rooms at the Comfort Inn." And
can we preface why we had to get 2
because
rooms
of your terrible roommate? I thought I just said that based on me.
Your friend, he brought 2 friends with him from
college.
No,
stop.
One of them downloaded porn on my roommate's computer while she was at class, and it caused a virus, and just basically like that was all I had to say.
So in my memory, he just sat on her bed, and she came in the room, and he was sitting on her bed, and she flipped the fuck out. But we did get 2 rooms at the Comfort Inn.
She moved out after that, actually.
Can I talk about the 2 rooms?
Hated in that dorm.
What?
Oh yeah.
Because of the porn being downloaded on her computer?
It just caused like a drama girl rift in the dorm room on the first floor.
I am so sorry I brought this up and triggered old wounds.
I don't care.
But I remembered the room we had at the Comfort Inn.
I sent her so much love. She was actually a really nice girl.
Can I finish? And the sex we had in that Comfort Inn room.
You and I?
Yes, because we got our own room. I put my roommates in another room. I booked 2 rooms.
Oh, yeah.
I guess.
Had good hotel
wait,
sex.
hold on.
No, we
I
always
guess
had
this
good
is why I booked 2 rooms, is because he downloaded porn on her computer, and I felt responsible.
You came down.
Yes, for your 19th birthday.
Yes. And we fucked like a dozen times, probably. Like legitimately a dozen times.
Probably you could probably condense that as like one time now of like what sex is now.
Broke the headboard.
We knocked it off the wall. Yeah, the clarion.
Condensed it into one time.
We had like 12 2-minute intervals. Oh my god, it was so good. Yeah, you want to do me again? Sure, it was so good. So now we're old. So now we just have sex at home, hotels, in the boat. She will not. We have a Denali. We got a Denali, Yukon XL Denali. It's not a brand new truck. It's a nice truck, but she will not even let me do her in the Yukon XL Denali.
That's not true. I tried to get you in the back seat the other night. I literally straddled you in the back seat.
Where were we? I don't remember this.
It happened.
Good answer. I was probably drunk. And
you definitely were.
Yeah, so you think I'm going to remember this?
When was it?
Yeah, because it didn't happen.
Yes, it did.
Why would we been? Is this when we were waiting for Chinese food the other night?
Yes.
Okay. So hold on. Full disclosure: we left the bar. All right, we went to the bar after I was drinking all day. Allie wanted to go out, so we went to the bar. So right. Exactly. I was out drinking all day.
I was like,
so we go to the bar. I have 3 more drinks, and now we leave. And as I'm getting into the passenger seat of the Suburban parked in front of the Chinese food store, I realize that I want Chinese food, and Allie's driving home. So I just say, hey, I'm going to go order Chinese food right now. They're still open.
He literally jumped out of the car and just went in.
And they told me 15 minutes. So I jumped into the backseat of the Suburban and said, come in the back seat. Didn't expect her to actually get in the back seat. Didn't expect her to straddle me naked. She took all her clothes off.
On Wanto Avenue.
On Wanto Avenue. She had her tits pressed up against the window. I mean, it was... Oof. But it was bad sex because I was drunk and not having any clue what was going on. So
you were not being sensual.
I was not being sensual. I was not picking up on the touching and the tasting. And
let's talk about dare. Truth or dare. Oh, you're asking me?
It was a
dare. Oh, you're not actually asking me?
3 paragraphs in a row of ChatGPT.
Okay. Kevin.
That is not a dare.
What makes a man feel emotionally connected?
Ooh.
Thank you, ChatGPT.
What makes a man feel emotionally connected?
Yeah.
All right. So how do I emotionally lock in with somebody? I have to have some type of relationship with them. And it could be quick. I mean, I've emotionally locked in. You can emotionally lock in with a bum sitting on the side of the corner, covered in piss and shit, smelling like, you can emotionally lock in on that. You can emotionally lock in on,
Are you talking about empathy?
No, you're talking about emotions.
Emotions, yeah.
Isn't that really what you just asked me?
Yeah.
How can a man emotionally lock in on something?
Yeah.
Repeat the question.
Well, yeah, but I was talking about more sexually.
Oh.
That was the question.
Okay. So get rid of all that empathy shit I was just talking about in a relationship.
That's so nice of you, though.
I mean, how do you emotionally lock on in a relationship? You have good sex, you want more of it. I mean, you have a good conversation, to rip off a line from Glenn Ross, like, does she have a certain smell that she smells great and she has a good laugh? And, you can lock in on something like that and just be like intoxicated by it. I mean, literally aroused. Yeah, intoxicated by it. Absolutely. But,
okay, next question. Oh, did you want to add to that?
No. I mean, okay. All right. But then, you could go to a strip club and see a woman just naked and just lock in on it and be emotionally locked on it.
Kevin likes the strip clubs. I'll go, but I'm not like a huge fan. I think it's more like because I'm skeeved out. I am very upfront and open with lovers, like, about sexual health and my like borderline OCD on sexual health. And so for me, also being spiritual, I haven't watched porn in years, and
love porn.
I
watch porn every day.
I'll go to a strip club, but like I energetically have to like shield myself and like remind myself to remain heart centered. And
there's no emotional locking.
It's not because I can get carried away. It's because it's
people can. Not for me. Some people can.
What? And that's at a strip club?
Oh yeah, that's when the wallet opens up and you lose all the money. And
never when I'm with you. That's never happened. But I feel like you're better than that. So people also ask like, dating apps. So you signed us up for a dating app once, and I was just not about it. Again, it's an energy thing, and just wasn't my vibe. And then we tried again recently to look at like some and did some research, and I was like, yeah, no. It's always been organic for me. It's always been serendipitous. It's always been divinely guided, whether it's like we talk and get nowhere or it becomes something. And there have been times where Kevin has met a woman and I'm like, yeah, I'm not feeling it. Like, I don't. So he continues to like do his own thing, and whether it works out or not.
Yes.
Oh, is this a game now?
No, not in the least bit. I was just adding something to it.
So let's see what the next question. ChatGPT.
All right. Is this for me?
What shuts men down emotionally, and intimately?
It depends on the situation.
If you could speak for all the men in the entire planet,
I can't. Situation.
What shuts
men down? The situation.
Perspective is everything.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
And everything is energy. Albert Einstein.
Listen,
he always comes through.
I'm good.
You keep burping on my.
I'm drinking a bunch of beers.
I know. Oh my
god. I'm out here living my best life, right? I am married to a beautiful woman who I have an amazing life with. I have, my family is great. You talk about, bring back to that question.
What shuts?
Oh yeah, shuts a men down. Yeah, you have 6 kids, 5 kids, 4 kids, 3 kids, 2 kids. 3 kids. I'm done. I'm not looking to hang out with that.
How did you go from that whole answer? Did you just forget what the question was?
Well, because I was leading up to it, then forgot what the question was, looked at it again.
Okay, because I'm like, where is he going with all this sweet talk?
Yeah.
Okay, so, I mean, yeah.
It could be great, but like, listen, you got 4 kids. Definitely. I got my life going on. I'm not looking to be involved in you and your 4 kids, Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of energy. And a lot of like emotions. A lot, energy. Ooh, it's 10-10. Yeah. So yeah, children for you. Yeah, that's a.
This is 10-10 wins. You give us 22 minutes. We'll give you the world.
I love it.
Live.
I was just peeing my pants. I'm literally doing a Kegel right now to prevent me from peeing my pants.
There's a tractor trailer on the Belt Parkway. I'm so sorry. Roger, Donner.
Is that the only thing that shuts men down emotionally, intimately?
A lot of shit shuts men down, especially in today's world. You know,
well, yeah.
I don't know.
There's a lot of heaviness right now, and people are dealing with a lot of trauma and drama. We're very open with people, and it is very shocking to people about the way that we live our life. And a lot of people are standoffish. I've had people ghost me. I've had people invest and then freak out and then ghost because they freak out. And I know that that's all like their own internal perception and the way they handle. And I'd rather have somebody who is at a spiritually ascended point, because everything is energy and frequency, and I honestly want, because I don't need anybody else, I want somebody on my level, my frequency.
Wait, I'm not on your level.
Who isn't gonna ghost me and make me feel like shit. You're on my level. You're here. Like you're talking fucking about here. I'm just talking about in general, or who isn't going to make me feel bad for saying like how I feel about either crossing a boundary or just in general saying how I feel. So one, I have RBF, which we've already established apparently. Why does she look like that? Is that what you said earlier? Oh, she looks like such a bitch. Said to your
I need to talk about something with you.
What?
It has nothing to do with sexual relationships, but it has to do with us and just a random topic that you may appreciate.
Okay, right now?
Yeah, right now, because I'm going to forget, because I already forgot. It happened yesterday, this conversation I had. So I was speaking with a small business owner who is in a business very similar to mine. And he told me that when he's in social situations, that more and more, he just literally keeps his mouth shut and does not want to engage with anybody at all. Right. And I'm like, oh my God, this is me on vacation. I'm like, I do enough talking at home.
This is true.
I'm like, that I do not want to engage in social situations. And people think I'm weird because I get so quiet. And I'm like, so I said to this friend, I go, this acquaintance, I go, the only person I want to talk to in these situations is my wife, who I'm there with. That's the only person I want to talk to at all. Like, and he's like, yes. He's like, I go to these gatherings and I don't want to talk to anybody. I'm like, I get it. Like, but for me, it happens, in the Caribbean when I'm far away from home.
Yeah, and you could have all the fun you want, and it always ends up it's just
I just don't want to talk to anybody.
He's pretty antisocial on vacation.
But I'm not.
You're not. Well, it's usually because you're on gummies and you're drunk, so you're not talkative to me either. And when it first started happening, we'd go away, and I'm like, what is happening?
I was never on gummies.
Did I do anything?
We didn't have gummies yet. Gummies didn't exist yet.
Or you smoked, even in Jamaica.
Yeah, I smoked.
Well, now vacation, if you're not talking, it's usually because you're on gummies.
I don't do gummies very often.
No.
But when I do, I'm usually on a cruise ship.
Yeah. I'm usually on a cruise ship.
I don't drink scotch very often. But if I do, I'm usually on a cruise ship.
Or a podcast. There's a famous author, Don Miguel Ruiz. I love him. What is that? And he talks about in his book, The 4 Agreements, which I lent to somebody from my library. I never got it back. That's another thing. I'm putting that boundary up. I'm done lending books. I never get them back. Actually, no, I'm sorry. I have a neighbor who gave a book.
I'm involved in one agreement, and it's too much.
One of the agreements is be impeccable with your word, and silence is golden.
Ooh.
Silence sometimes is golden. Keeping to yourself, protecting your energy.
We have a thing in the sales industry, specifically the car sales industry, right? Mm-hmm. So the saying is, you put the offer out there, but you put the proposition out there, and you don't say a word. And whoever speaks first loses. So if you're trying to sell the car and you put it out there, and then whoever goes, let him speak next. Right? Say sexually, put it out there.
An even energy exchange.
Put it out there. Shut up. Whoever talks next loses in the deal. That doesn't sound right.
Wait, what? That sounds like the complete opposite. I don't want to play games. This is not a game. I don't want to lose.
Yeah.
Nobody should lose. Right. Favorite position?
My favorite lately?
Yeah.
Lately, standing on the side of the bed and just railing it out.
Oh, yeah, we got a new bed.
It's a good height for me. You ever been to a glory hole?
Have I ever been to a glory hole? Fuck. You're putting me on the spot.
It's when a random cock is stuck to the wall and you suck it or play with it. Get very sexual there.
Wait, what? Say that again.
Have you ever been in a situation where there was a hole in the wall and a penis came through it? And you either touched the penis or sucked the penis?
I knew I had heard of this term, but no, I have never been in that situation. I've been in a situation where I've been in a parking lot and some guy came up to me and like with his dick out and like all up against me and said Merry Christmas, and it was pitch black and there was nobody around, and then turned out he was going around doing this and then like flashing people and shit in public locations, like, and I had to sit in the back of the cop car to try and identify him, and they couldn't find him.
How many penises were shown to you to try to identify him?
No penises.
We're just gonna edit this whole chunk out.
Why? It's about like that's actually a huge part of why women don't feel safe to be with men, to be completely honest, because of trauma that they've gone through and men not recognizing that women process trauma differently, and men have been sexually abused as well. Be a reason why women don't
it's ever
feel safe enough to be with
guys. Well, I mean,
or to even maybe just be in a relationship. It really doesn't matter.
You're telling me that
the gender,
that the majority of women have been sexually assaulted so many times by men, they just don't want to be with men?
Not so many times, but it's half of women and 1 in 3 men.
The numbers of women that have been sexually assaulted is 50% of all women? Yeah. Are you fucking kidding me?
And 1 in 3 men
have been sexually assaulted?
Sexual assault can start in childhood.
So how many men have been sexual assaulters?
I don't know, but you're always complaining that you weren't sexually assaulted by the priest.
Had that conversation
real? Are you going to become a billionaire? How are you going to become a billionaire?
Oh, I'm never going to be a billionaire.
Don't say that. Don't put that out there.
I don't.
Law of attraction says otherwise.
Yeah, no, I don't need to work that hard. I don't want to work that hard.
You do have to work really hard.
Yeah, I wouldn't enjoy it either. I know how much money I need.
Yeah.
I'm working towards it.
Okay.
We're nowhere near it, but it's okay. Our life is better than, 80% of people on Earth. So we're good. We're good. If you live in America, you are automatically doing better than 75% of people on Earth.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sex. We're talking about sex. So, Allie, how much debt do we have to be in for you to open the OnlyFans page? And we just do it. And we don't even know who's going to be more successful, you or me. We should both open separate OnlyFans pages.
I've been told I have very nice feet.
What about my feet?
Is there still a market for feet?
I don't know. I'm not into any of that. I am not into online internet paid for porn. I like online internet porn that's free, and just like that,
it's not high vibe.
Just like that Modern Family episode, porn deserves to be in 2 spots: the big screen in the bedroom or the mobile phone in the bathroom.
All the things that we talk about, I don't understand. If I watch porn, there have been a few instances where you're like, come on, let's watch video, and like you'll put it on, and I can't. I don't know. I think it's like an energy.
Well, I'm sorry your sex life is so good that everything in your memory is better than the porn I can possibly put on.
We were cleaning out the basement on Saturday. I opened up a CD binder and I was half expecting to just be all porn. But it was your music DVDs.
Really?
Yep. Yeah, I threw them out.
What?
I mean, it's whatever song you want to hear, you could just type into YouTube.
That's like my original,
Folks, we were just lying. We got Allie's CDs coming up right now. Stick around. We'll be right back. Do 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 do. Do you want me to get you CDs? Do we flip through them together? Of course, I didn't throw them out.
Yes, can we get them?
No, we're talking about sex.
Yes.
So I'll bring up my porn book, and we can look through my porn DVDs. So while Allie was building her illegal music download collection of CDs, I was building an illegal porn collection of CDs.
No, this was like
the most important. Excuse me. The most important thing to remember, though, is that so back in the day, before we had the internet, like the real internet we have today. I mean, we have a good internet now, and we thought we had.
Get off the phone. I'm trying to dial in.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I thought we had a good internet back in 2007, 2008, 2009. Like, you would think, flipping back, it's almost 20 years ago. So I got home from college. In my college years, we had the Napster, we had the LimeWire, we had the DC++. Nobody remembers DC++, but that was probably one of the best ones. Hashtag DC++. It probably wasn't even called that. I'm probably screwing it up. But that was the secret Albany network. You could get whatever you wanted, and it would
like $1 billion lawsuit.
So because we used the school's, file share service, we were downloading DVDs in 30 seconds. 30 seconds. I had full-length porn DVDs downloaded. It was beautiful. No, I'm just kidding. It was for real movies. So back in 2008, 2009, 2010, you still had those bootleg guys out walking the streets selling movies, and they had porn. I bought a lot of porn.
Yes, you
I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is. I have no clue what happened to it.
I'm pretty sure your friend has it.
There was a certain car wash video that I would like to get back.
A car wash?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do they get all sudsy?
They did.
Of course they did.
Yeah. It was college cheerleaders, of course, varsity
I just
team.
wonder how many of them are on drugs and again.
Oh, why'd you just have to ruin it?
I'm sorry.
Why'd you have to fucking ruin it?
Because I have a certification in forensic nursing, and
how many of them were on
human
drugs?
Trafficking conferences and forensic conferences for years. So this is in my subconscious. So maybe that's what it is when I'm looking at the porn. I'm like, shit, is that girl doing this against her free will? How fucked up is she?
Yep, I can show you some videos.
So that answers that question about do I feel safe? If I'm sober and I'm able to be with you and I feel safe and comfortable enough to be with you, then you're good.
So you would feel safe and comfortable enough to
my parents know about our life. Your parents know about our life. Your parents
are not listening to this. My parents are not listening.
I'm just saying, I'm comfortable being open about who I am.
You'd be on video with me?
What do you mean? Fucking?
Yeah.
I feel like you do that all the time anyway. Plus, you have meta glasses, so don't even act like when you're wearing them, you're not recording and I don't see the little light.
Launching soon. Hashtag
just
Kev
meta glasses.
Kev Alley 2026 meta glasses on OnlyFans.
Private file, my ass, whatever.
It's not called a private file.
Why do women disconnect from sensuality under stress? So again, what is sensuality? Sensuality is being present. It's being in the present moment, being able to let go enough to be able to orgasm, essentially. But remember that orgasm is not the ultimate goal. It's not always what is the percentage? I think it's only half or 60% of women actually orgasm during an intimate experience.
I would,
and even less in penetration.
I'm not gonna lie. I would think your number of 60% of women orgasming.
No, I swear.
That's amazing. That's great.
Let's see. I don't know.
Because us boys, we're working at 96, 97%.
I need to check my data.
That one you have to.
Let's see.
Because I think there are a lot more miserable women out there than that. That percentage.
Why do you, a male chauvinistic pig right now, have to directly connect a woman being miserable with not allowing her to?
All right. Point in case. What do you think? And stop looking at your computer.
I'm looking up the data.
Forget about the data.
Of women that
Excuse
orgasm.
me. Percentage of orgasm to our sexual encounters. Go. You personally. Put on record, you.
80%. 85.
80%.
Yeah.
80%. We have an exceptional sex life. We really do. We have a great sex life.
Say like a good 80 to 85% of the time.
80. I'll take 80.
An explosive orgasm.
Stop. I'll take 80.
Yeah, that's good. I don't know. I was scared to tell you 80.
That's great. The divorce rate is 70%. So you're going to tell me that 80% of women are out there?
The divorce rate is not 70%.
I bet you it is.
Okay, we'll have to. If anybody actually wants, if anybody, please do not hold us to these.
We're not
numbers.
We're not scientists.
Yeah, and my phone is.
We're not sexentists.
Sexentists. We have been talking for almost an hour and a half.
All right, let's keep going. Look up that rate. The hell
so percentage of women that 65% of heterosexual women regularly experience orgasm during sexual encounters, compared to 95% of heterosexual men. Roughly 49 to 64% of married women experience orgasm consistently. Consistently is considered all or most of the time during sexual encounters with their spouse. Studies show a notable orgasm gap where married women reach orgasm less frequently than their husbands, about 87%. So I had a woman tell me.
So you're way above average.
In a group, they were like, "Oh, married women don't give blowjobs," and I was like, "Oh, I beg to differ." And she was like, "Really?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, really? You really?" Like, it was like that was so interesting to me. That was mind blowing. So yeah, I mean, to each their own. I mean, there are people who live in separate bedrooms, so in relationships or married. So I mean, no judgment.
Hashtag came up a conversation earlier today.
Wow, a lot of conversation. Essentially, what can a woman do? A woman there's in Tantra, there's the Cobra breath, which is Kriya Yoga, and you put your tongue on the roof of your mouth, and it's a breathing technique that you visualize the energy rising, the Kundalini energy rising from the base of the spine up to the crown, like I described earlier. And it's essentially breath work to induce a full body orgasm.
From touching the tongue to the roof of my mouth?
Yeah, so touching your tongue to the roof of your mouth elicits a relaxation response.
And I can have a full body orgasm doing that?
System state. Yeah, I mean, anybody. So you can have an orgasm without any sort of sexual encounter. So what is foreplay? What is sensual? There's body mapping. There's body mapping where sexual.
Do you think you know him?
What turns you on? Do you think
you know my body?
Kiss. I think that I know your body pretty well.
Do you think I know your body?
Yes, I think you know my body pretty well. And you just get to know it.
Pretty well, 16 years.
You get to know it more and more. At my age now, being almost 40, as you said, you can definitely tell, like, if I'm in pain. Or you're like, okay, do we need to switch? Like, you're good.
Oh, wait, while we're being intimate?
Yeah.
Isn't it so important, though?
It is important because
so important.
You want to make the person feel comfortable. And
Absolutely.
I think, okay, so that's another thing. So, like, we're not young anymore. I mean,
we're young.
I'm pretty flexible.
We're vibrant.
But, like, anybody who's listening who's older, like, if you're not a spring chicken, like,
we're not
that's
spring
okay.
Chickens, but we're
like,
flexible. We are spring. Wait, is that? Because spring means flexible. I just got that.
Yeah.
Is that what? We're spring chickens, flexible.
Is that a dating advertisement?
I don't think so.
Oh my god! So it's not all spring chickens and butterflies. It's not all rainbows and butterflies. Everyone teaches us a life lesson if they've been in your life for a split second or years.
It keeps attraction alive in long-term partnership. Because we've been together a long fucking time.
For me,
I can answer. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. I actually asked her. But I have my answers.
Okay, should I write my answer down and then we show a card?
Yeah, we're probably on the same page.
I appreciate when a partner, like, grooms themselves.
Self-care.
Takes care of themselves.
Self-care.
Self-care.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Yeah, we would have both written the same cards.
Yeah.
I watch what I eat, you know. I have to give Allie all the credit on that. I mean, she watches what I eat. I mean, I just come home and I eat whatever she feeds me.
I don't know what you eat when I'm not home, though.
Yeah, but
I used to make you breakfast sandwiches, but I was making you bacon, egg, and cheese.
Good. I have that every day anyway. But I burn enough calories during the day. I stay moving, that for the most part, when I get home, Allie regulates me. We don't have crap in the house. So that's self-care. Self-care.
We're the boring house. We're the ingredients.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, there are no Oreos here. I've been looking for them for 5-6 years. And, I got
Every once in a while he brings home Hostess. And I'm like, really?
But I honestly got to my life.
He has one and the box just sits forever.
For 6 months.
They never go bad.
I'm at the point in my life where I don't want a Twinkie. I don't want Oreos. I just want to like munch on arugula. Just give me some arugula. What's one thing couples stop doing too soon?
Giving blowjobs.
Eating clit. Yeah. All right, moving on. And I think this is important because we had our little moment today, right? How do you reconnect after conflict? And this could be big conflict, little conflict. Can I take this? Can I start with this?
Yeah.
Honesty, reconnection, honesty. The feelings need to be honest. You can't just say, what you think your partner wants to hear, because they're going to know you better than that. So you need to just say what actually really matters. And conflict's going to happen. Conflict's really going to happen. It's going to happen all the time. It's going to happen when you wake up at 8:00 in the morning and think you're going to have the best day of your life. Conflict's going to happen at 12:00.
We've sat at the lawyers' tables and
but that's, honestly, we've had bigger conflicts than that. We really have.
Oh yeah, ever since then. Like things can go deep, and you have to be willing to get to the root of what makes you tick in both of you. And why that person ticks. What about their childhood? And what about the way that they were programmed to receive information?
Who's to say that if you don't have that period of time before I met you, right? If you had a different period of time before I met you, would I even wanted you? Nobody knows. And flip side, you could have had the same exact, but if I had a different period before that, if it was completely different, would have I? You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Would I have wanted you?
Yeah.
No, it's interesting. Performance expectations.
Oh, okay.
I do not expect you to come every time.
I expect to.
Well, I always expect to also, but it doesn't always happen.
And it doesn't always happen.
15 to 20% of the time. But I'd say for you, it's like 3% of the time you don't come. You're not a selfish lover either. It's just to say. Some people are selfish.
Oh, I'm definitely not a selfish lover.
No.
I would say I'm a selfless lover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not always, but yeah. a healthy mix.
But we have not talked about sensuality as much as I wanted to because I totally forgot to do it. Yeah, she might delete this whole thing, but I've been sleeping naked as often as possible. And it is sensuality. With a direct tie to sexuality. So I would like to ask you 2 questions.
Okay.
Do you like when we sleep naked together on a random any night of the week? Of course our door's locked and it's our room.
100%.
Okay.
I enjoy it.
Does it make you uncomfortable at all? I mean, personally, I think it's great.
The other night I enjoyed, because you don't sleep with the covers on, so I enjoyed seeing your ass.
Nice.
I loved seeing your ass.
Nice.
You have a nice ass.
Related but not related conversation. Allie did find the heat switch in the basement today to turn the heat back on, but I was trying to keep the heat off.
Freezing.
Yeah, I guarantee you I'll be sleeping naked with the covers off tonight because the heat will be on in May in New York. And
what was your second question?
My second question about sensuality. Do you not want to sleep with the covers on? Do you want to be naked? If it was guaranteed that the door was locked, and do you prefer to sleep naked, or is it just me?
Yeah, and I do. I don't know. Sometimes I fall asleep when the kids are still awake. I go to sleep earlier than you a lot of times. So if the kids and you are still awake, it's just too much going on. I always need covers though. I'm always cold. I need to be tucked in and don't bother me. We switched from a king size to a queen size bed.
Thank you, John
years
Tesh.
ago, and I'm still not
Thank you, John Tesh. Thank you, John Tesh. We love you, John Tesh.
So Kevin came home.
It's the best thing that ever happened, John Tesh.
You want to tell the story
about how John Tesh saved my marriage?
Yeah.
So Allie and I.
Marriage? Were we that bad?
I was about to divorce Allie.
Really?
I was gonna get rid of her.
What? I mean, you had already done that.
I was done. I was done with Allie.
This was only like.
I know. I was ready to dispose of her, and then John Tesh saved my life. I mean, I was cruising home from work, and I think I was driving. I mean, for the story, I'll just make it up. I was driving a 1989 Cadillac Eldorado, and John Tesh came.
What color?
It was blue.
What color interior?
White.
Which blue though?
White leather. Oh, that dark blue. That dark blue. And it was a rag top too. They didn't make a rag top in '89, but this one was a rag top. This one was a convertible. And I was on the way home in this '89 Cadillac Eldorado. Nobody's ever made it like that. It was great. Nobody's ever done it. I can't help myself. So I'm driving this Eldorado. And I talked about the Eldorado so much, and I forgot why I was driving. We're wrapping this up.
I think the general population wants to know.
I think the general population wants to know it's okay. They're not alone. It's okay. You know, it's 2026, and we have fights on so many cultural fronts to say it's okay. And guess what? It's okay. It's okay.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. You only live once, and it's easier if you just become a Catholic because you can go to confession and get forgiven for everything. So.
How many times have I said? I've said so many times, life would just be so easy if I just lived like Little House on the Prairie. If I was just a good girl, wore a prairie dress, said yes sir, yes ma'am, wore like a cotton frilly.
But you don't need to.
Dress, and
you can hold on. Like you can put on. You could put on the sexiest fucking clothing you want. You can be as dirty as I want you to. And then you could just go every Monday morning and get forgiveness from God for all your terrible sins that you committed over the last 3 days.
Tycoon billionaires would hold seances on Saturday nights and go to church on Sunday.
Is that why we have a 4:15 mass? You paused because you didn't even know what I just asked you.
No, you meant Saturday. You meant Saturday night they have a seance.
We have a 4:15 Saturday mass. Is this because of the seance?
In the Victorian era?
Well, we have one now.
Oh, perhaps they instituted it to get people to go back into the church. Perhaps. I'd have to look that up, actually. That's a great question.
I find it odd that we have mass on Saturday nights when it's our dirtiest night.
I mean, yeah, dating back to even the Victorian era. I don't know. I mean, I feel like back before they even had the Gregorian calendar, there were just dirty nights. I mean, in the Baroque period, they were just getting it on all the time. Baroque period music is directly associated with the sacral chakra, which is your home to sensuality and sexuality.
I actually know that to be factually accurate.
Yeah?
Yeah, I do.
So?
I've actually heard that before.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's like one of my favorite facts.
Yeah.
My favorite music history facts.
Do you want to talk about any other sexual music facts?
Sexual music facts? I always love banging to music.
Oh, I was going to say, I love fucking to a tune.
Yeah. Yeah. Music is powerful. Music is frequency healing, and music can get you into a vibe. So, like I said, you can put on Baroque period music, tell your Google or Alexa to do so, and go ahead and have fun because it awakens.
Where would we find those dresses?
That chakra. What did you say?
Where would we find those dresses?
Online. Yeah, you want me to dress up?
No, I'd rather just go to Jamaica.
Oh, what's your ideal date night? Mine is I've always wanted to go to the opera and wear like a ball gown and like the gloves and go to Lincoln Center and go to like a real opera.
So I really feel like I bought opera tickets and didn't.
We entered a lot.
Nope, had nothing to do with that. Had to do with a phone call.
Fuck. You just remembered about a gift?
It was like a week and a half ago.
Uh-oh. For Mother's Day, you better hurry up.
No, we didn't talk enough. We did not talk enough about how much we know Jesus loves us.
So important.
There's so many. Can I take the wheel for a minute?
Of course. But Jesus usually, you'd have to ask him. He usually takes the wheel. Or you should let him take the wheel. Or whomever you believe in. Whomever your higher power is. But go ahead.
I said it for a reason.
Kevin, take the wheel. I remember telling you when I was a teenager. I remember my parents were away. And you were at your parents' house. Or maybe you were at school, but I was at my parents' house. And I remember being on the phone with you. And I just wanted to be on the phone at night. I remember telling you that night, I was like, Kevin, I was like, I'm also kind of into girls. And I was probably 18, 19. And I remember, ever since then,
this is...
wow. Yeah, it's just...
because I have to tell you something.
It's always kind of been a thing.
I know, but I have to tell you something.
What?
I'm kind of into girls also. I don't think she's ever said that to me. Statement. I don't remember 18-year-old Allie ever saying that to me. I would have been like, dude, okay.
Well, how do you think it started? Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Peace out and God bless.